n8n is the best tool to build AI agents and automate almost everything without coding. And now you can use a new n8n MCP server to automate the process of building automations and generate workflows like this one on autopilot, which is crazy. You just give it an idea for your automation, and it will build the workflow and even add it to your n8n account automatically. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you step by step how to set this up and how to use it in Claude Desktop app and Cursor. And I promise it's really easy to do. This n8n MCP is powerful because it uses the official documentation and covers 90% from official n8n docs, including AI nodes. It also has dedicated AI tools, so detects AI nodes from the documentation. I'm also going to show you how to add the context 7 MCP server, which can automatically fetch docs for all the other nodes, making this setup even more powerful. In my previous tutorial, I explained how it works in more detail and how to generate complex workflows using this MCP in Claude Desktop app, so feel free to check that out as well. But some of my students asked me to record a tutorial on how to integrate it with Cursor, because when generating more complex workflows, Claude's context window can sometimes get limited. Also, if you want to set up this MCP properly, you need to copy and paste this prompt into a Claude project, but you can only create projects on the Claude Paid Pro plan, which you don't need when using Cursor. First, I'm going to show you, step by step, how to integrate this MCP with Cursor, and then we'll do the same thing in Claude Desktop app. Now, if you have never used a Cursor, it's a powerful code editor where you can write, edit, and run code, but with built-in AI support. So you can just describe what you want in plain English, and it helps you type code apps from scratch. So coding skills help, but they are not required. First thing first, please go to cursor.com and click on download, and download the Cursor on your operating system and install it. Then we need to go to the n8n MCP GitHub Repo. This n8n MCP setup was created by czlonkowski. He did a great job and deserves all the kudos. It's open source, so anyone can use it. Now, once you are on that page, just scroll down. And we are going to use the main option, which is the easiest one. The main prerequisite is to have Node.js installed on your system. If you don't have Node.js installed on your system, click on that link, click on Get Node.js, and install Node.js on your operating system. It's very simple to install. Now, once you install Node.js, the next step is to run this simple command. So let's copy it. Let's open terminal. So I'm going to press Command space and search for terminal. I'm going to paste this command and hit enter. So that's going to download and run the MCP for the first time. Now let's open Cursor. And now we need to create a new project. So click on Open Project, create a new folder. Cursor MCP demo, create, and let's open it. Now this is how the Cursor interface looks like. Now let's create new folder. So on the left sidebar, right click, new folder, and let's call it .cursor, and hit enter. Now let's add a new file. So right click on Cursor, new file, and let's call it mcp.json, and hit enter. Now let's go back to the GitHub repo. Now we are going to copy and paste configuration, and I recommend using full configuration, which will allow Claude or Cursor not only generate workflows for you, but also deploy it to your n8n instance. So click on copy, go back to Cursor, and paste it right here. Now we need to change two things. We need to replace n8n API URL and n8n API key. So in order to get n8n API URL, go to your n8n account, log in into your n8n dashboard, and look at the URL at the top of your browser. So that's your n8n API URL. Make sure to copy the full address, including the HTTPS, all the way up to Claude, and leave everything after that. So let's copy it. Let's go back to Cursor. And now let's replace this API URL. So let's paste it here. Now let's find our API key. So let's go back to n8n account. Inside your n8n dashboard, go to the bottom left panel, click on these three dots, click on settings, go to n8n API, and create an API key. Give it a name. Save, and copy your API key. Go back to Cursor, and paste your API key here. Alright, great. Now let's save this file. So click on File, and hit Save. Alright, perfect. As you can see, new MCP server detected, n8n MCP, so it's working. Now if we go to Settings, so click on Cursor, Settings, Cursor Settings, and go to Tools Integrations, you will see that under MCP Tools, there is n8n MCP with 39 tools enabled. So just make sure this is switched on. Now when you click on it, you will see that this n8n MCP has access to 39 different tools. Now to set up this properly, we need to provide a prompt to instructions to let Cursor know how to use this n8n MCP server, so what tools to use and in which order. So let's go back to our GitHub repo. Let's scroll down, and you should see Claude project setup. So by using this prompt, we are providing guidelines on how to use this n8n MCP server. So let's copy it. Let's type add and type Cursor. Let's add new role. Let's call it n8n MCP. Hit enter. Let's switch over to apply always. So always apply. Here let's type tar Cursor rule. And let's paste the prompt we just copied. Alright, perfect. And thanks to that, Cursor will be referring to this prompt every time we are going to generate workflow within this project. Here you can click Enable. Now let's give it an access to Context7 repo to make it more powerful. I'm going to leave the link to this GitHub repo in the description. So now let's scroll down. Let's find Cursor. So installing Cursor. And we are going to add this configuration to our MCP JSON file. So let's copy it. Let's go to any large language model, ChatGPT or Claude, and let's ask it to please combine JSON. Let's paste the JSON. Let's go to the n8n MCP repo. Let's copy the configuration again and paste it right after this one. And hit enter. Thanks to that, we are not going to mess with formatting. So let's copy it. Let's go back to Cursor and let's paste it here. Now let's copy our n8n API URL and paste it here. The same with API key. Alright, great. Now we can remove this one. Perfect. Now let's save the file. New MCP server detected, Context7. Enable it. Perfect. Now when you go to Cursor Settings, Cursor Settings, Cursor Settings, under Tools Integrations, now under MCP Tools, you should see Context7 as well. So this means that it's working properly. So let's generate a simple workflow. Let's say create an n8n workflow that watches for new emails in Gmail, extracts the subject and sender, and sends a Slack message with that information. And hit enter. It's waiting for approval. So let's run this tool. Let's wait a moment. Let's accept. It's generating the workflow for us. The n8n workflow Gmail to Slack new email notification has been created using Context7. Here is what it does. Alright, let's check our n8n instance. And as you can see, this simple automation has been deployed 2 minutes ago. Let's open it. Yeah, alright, that's great. Now let's set up everything inside the Claude Desktop app. So if you don't have installed it, just Google Claude Desktop and go to the official site and install it. Once it's installed, open the app and log in. Or if you don't have Claude account, create one and log in. Now you need to open the setting. So click on Claude in the top left. Click on Settings. A new window will pop up. Go to Developer mode, and you will see a button that says Edit Config. So go ahead and click on it. And that will open a configuration file on your computer. So just double click on the Claude Desktop config.json. Now, if you are setting up any MCP server with Claude Desktop app for the first time, your configuration file will be empty. Now let's reuse the configuration file we created for Cursor. So I'm going back to my project. I'm going to copy this JSON. Now let's go to Claude configuration file. And let's paste it here. Now let's save the file. Alright, great. Now this is really important. You need to completely close Claude Desktop app and reopen it. So let's quit. Now let's relaunch the Claude Desktop app. Now if everything was installed properly, when you open Claude, just click on this Tools panel next to the plus button, and you should see n8n MCP as well as Contact 7. So that's how you know everything's connected and working. So from here, you can actually easily toggle different tools on and off. So when you click on it, as you can see, you can switch them on and off or disable all the tools. Before you use n8n MCP, always, and it's really important, make sure to double check that these MCPs are connected and all the tools are enabled. I would like to invite you to join the AI Agents Accelerator, which is our exclusive community, where you will get access to the full n8n masterclass with over 35 hours of step-by-step video training that takes you from beginner to pro. You'll also get access to over 100 plug-and-play AI agents and automation templates you can download and import directly into n8n, and we are adding new ones every week. We also teach how to build AI voice agents and provide technical support to help you with everything you need. It's a great community of AI agency owners, no-code builders, and like-minded people from all around the world. You are more than welcome to join. Just use the link in the description. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.